When they first were introduced, or when the idea was brought up, I was a little bit concerned. I was concerned about who would be able to view the video, um, and I also, it felt like you were being watched, as if what you testified to or what you said wasn't good enough. But at this point, all those concerns, I think, have been mitigated.
Menlo Park is one of 5 police departments in San Mateo County that currently uses body cameras. The cameras have been in use there for about 3 years. Officer Russell said it only took him a few days to get used to wearing them, but he and other officers are still learning as they go.
So it's assigned to us. So when I come into work in the morning, it's on my uniform, or I'll put it on my uniform. So we'll turn it on, and it takes a minute, and then it goes, you get a green light up here at the top. And that way I know that it's recording, and now it's flashing, and that's fine. It's recording, and everything is fine. It's got good battery. It's got plenty of memory. And then it will start flashing red when it detects that there's a problem.
The cameras don't run constantly. Officers are required to turn them on when they make contact with the public and turn them off when the incident or interview ends.
And there's still times where I get out of the car and I forget to turn it on, or there's times where you're doing something and you forget to turn it on. There's also times where you forget to turn it off.
With critical incidents, Russell activates his camera during the drive so he doesn't have to worry about it once arriving on scene. The Menlo Park police were criticized after a 2014 officer-involved shooting that none of the officers recorded. The department's policy was updated afterward.
But officers, I do think, are getting better about turning on their cameras. We learned from that. So I think that we are getting better. It's becoming more ingrained in us just to flip it on.
Russell estimated he turns on his camera 20 times in an average shift. Menlo Park's cameras hold 4 hours of video. Russell switched on his camera as we walked around the station, and then he demonstrated how to upload the footage.
So now it's just finished downloading. I'm going to guess it had probably 15 or 20 minutes of video, so it took maybe a minute to download, maybe 2 minutes. So it's not too bad. So you find ways to work it into your daily activities. So we're required to download our cameras at the end of every shift. So what I do is around 4 o'clock, 2 hours before I get off duty, I go into the station and I'll plug in my camera and I'll just download it. We have to go through all of our videos and make sure that each video is properly labeled if it's associated with a report. If I were to arrest someone today, I have to get the report done so that it can be read by a judge tomorrow. And then the district attorney would also need to have the case that they know whether or not they want to file. And so tomorrow they would want to receive the report, and they'd also want to receive DVD copies of the video.
Russell got over his concerns about being recorded pretty quickly, and he said he uses his best judgment with the public. If someone seems uncomfortable, he turns off his camera, as long as it's not crucial to record.
If there's something, if I have any question that there might be a use of force, the camera's going to stay on, and we'll just work through that challenge. It is kind of funny how, on the one hand, the public wants video cameras for accountability, but then there's privacy concerns, and then the police have the same concerns. It's like, well, we have privacy concerns because now you're going to be watching everything that we do, but we like the accountability, the fact that we can rely on it to show what happened. So yeah, there's pros and cons on both sides.